ear, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare, but when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try it. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to fight. And if I wake tonight, I'm so tired tonight, I'm falling asleep when I'm home, when I'm
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, welcome. We're here tonight. We got some dirt racing on hand. We got Miller Family Trucking eSports League here, Cedar Lake style, kicking off the pro late, not the pro late, excuse me, super late models. My bad. We got pro late models next week. So, well, I got a man up here in the booth with me. Named Bryce.
Glad to be here, and looking forward to see these super late models up around the High Line here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got qualifying underway right now. These guys, man, are trying to gear it up. See who's putting it on top pole right now? It's going to be Matthew Selby. Man, it's got the quick time out here, and we got a lot of pro drivers out here tonight. Probably half the field's pro drivers.
Yeah, I think Race Control told me they have 11 pro drivers in this in the field tonight.
So, just got the iRacing whole gang out here.
A lot of people want to get extra laps for that pro series. I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing, man. It helps these guys out. They come out here. These are open setups, and they kind of try to keep close to what the actual pro series and the schedule that they run. So it really is kind of like a warm up for a lot of these pro guys to come out here and do what they can do. And then if you're not a pro, I mean, like right now, the top 5 in qualifying, all pro drivers, but you got Jarrett Jones sitting back here in 6th, so he's the first one there. He can learn a lot as we're going to kick this thing over here to heat race number 1. These bad boys up here. Out front, we got Matthew Selby. Evan Say is going to start in 2nd. Dylan Hauser there in 3rd. Chase Barb up in the 4th. Jason Salter in 5th. Ben, now listen to this, Bryce. I found out how to say his last name. Cooter Marsh I
Marsh.
was saying Counter Marsh,
That's how I would have said it.
but they told me it was Cooter Marsh, so I went, okay, John Darby starting
Fair
at
enough.
7. So, hey, I was like, sounds good to me.
Yep.
Absolutely. Here we go, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in out there. We're here on the Miller Family Trucking Esports. We're on the Facebook, dirtfans.com, out there on the UDTV, but most importantly, check us out here on the OSR Network on YouTube and Facebook, as always. So, top 4, Bryce, go to the feature here. Rest of the guys going to have to run those consolations tonight.
Yeah. From experience that I raced a little money race here, being those consolations are a dogfight. So I want to transfer in as fast as I can.
Yes, absolutely, and especially tonight. Well, you bring up a good point, because especially tonight with the amount of talent we got in the field, it's going to be more ever important, even more, to want to try to get into that feature right off the bat, rather than how to run in the consolations. Because I got a feeling we're going to see, maybe it's probably going to happen. We're going to see some of these pro drivers not make the feature tonight.
I would not be surprised. There's a lot of, even though there's not some pro drivers in there, there's some A license. They know how to wield these things, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see some upsets here.
Yes, absolutely. You got Selby out front. Here we go. Getting set to go. Green flag. Man from Louisville, Kentucky out there. This is a former NASCAR Heat pro driver. Hey, no doubt. Him to the asphalt side over here to the dirt side. Green flag. They're already racing. Biggest battle's happening for second. Evans Say and Hauser right there door to door.
On the inside right there, the Highline car was really good right there on the Highline there. So it's really interesting to see how this Highline's already in the form.
Wow, just got to think, said the strength of field and heat race 1, 6.2. And boom, car on the wall. Who is that? Evans Say. Didn't I just say it? One of the pro drivers might have already have bad. There you, and that's a top pro driver there too.
He's missing a front clip for sure. That's going to be ill handling race car at the end for the
Car
rest of
looks
this
like
race.
it. And it's also look like it's kind of caddy cornered a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be pushing.
Yeah, he's probably going to have to kind of chalk this one up and go, all right, I might have to do better in the mains here tonight. Again, right now it's all Selby out front. Hauser's there in second. Barb hanging on to third. Marsh hanging up into the fourth place spot. But the battle's on for second, third. Barb wants it. Hauser's got it.
Hauser's really strong right now on that high sideline. And I'm really impressed to see these drivers able to have this high line this early. Usually these tracks don't usually get the high line groove in until halfway through their races.
Yeah, looking strong right now. As you see, everybody just kind of knows the tail kind of calmed down. 2 laps to go in heat race 1. And in that last transfer spot, Cooter Marsh back there. As you see, Salter and Darby outside, and Say has put the thing into pits right now. White flags, all Selby. Gonna bring her on home here in heat race 1. Hauser gonna be able to hold off there in second.
Depends on this exit momentum right here. Looks like he will.
Got it. Top 4. Selby, Hauser, Barb, Cooter Marsh, all going to the feature. Most notably there, though, they gonna have to run the main here tonight. Brings us up in the heat race number 2. Read these bad boys up here as we got Dylan Yeager out front in this one. Jarrett Jones up in second. Cody Sieber in third. Jason Moore there in fourth. Jaden Krause fifth. Hagen Sorensen up in sixth. And Jake Cooley rounds out the 7th place spot. Here we go. Well, what a heck of a heat race. And I said it before, it's going to happen. We're going to see some of these pro drivers might not make the actual feature tonight. And we've already seen one have trouble. We'll see some more here.
Very good possibility. Short track, bull ring. It's going to be, door to door, elbows up, and dirt track's fun, man. It's really fun.
I hear that. What's up, Willie John? How y'all doing out there? He should be able to drive without touching. James out there said, should be able to drive without touching other guys. You know what, I've always said, here's my take on that real quick before we go green is, these guys are out of control anyways. I like a little side-by-side rubbing. It's short track racing. I like that. I mean, I don't want to see these guys out here think, man, they got cotton candy on the side and they can't touch each other. I mean, rubbing's racing. I don't want to wreck nobody, obviously.
Good
Green
old
flag,
Days
here
of
we
Thunder
go.
reference right there.
What's that?
The good old Days of Thunder reference right there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a little rubbing, man. Yeah.
Good battle now going on for that third, fourth. We got Spinner 357s
Oh,
around.
Sieber. Yeah, another pro driver in trouble. Caution out. Not sure why he got a caution and say he didn't. Just both wrecks look about the same. The Say's was a little worse.
Yeah, I say so. Seaver he's able to stay off the wall and not hit anything, do a spin on the dirt, do 180 Verstappen style, and get back to going straight. So really interesting to see the caution thrown out there.
Yeah. Kind of unique on that one.
Yeah.
I know Say would have been like, I'd love to see one because that way I'd have got my fast fix and boom. We got Jared Jones up here. He's got www pay to win setups. Okay. Well, I guess there you go. Want to go fast? Go to paytowinsetups.com. All right, out front. So we've already seen what we were talking about earlier is some of the pro drivers having a little bit of a heartache. What's up, Jason? How you doing? Jason Raymond, what's up? And we got Powerhouse Performance out there. I like that. Sounds like a good powerhouse team. Powerhouse.
I like that name.
I like that name, Powerhouse. I mean, it just, you say that, it's just huge power.
It doesn't it?
It does. Jaeger gets a jump out front. Jerriston second, back into the final transfer spot. Sorensen's there. I'll tell you what, Kraus wants it, though. He's all over his back bumper trying to see what he can do, but here comes Sorensen. He wants that third place spot. He wants to feel comfortable.
Good job, didn't I?
Oh, more upside down. And no caution? No.
No, there it is.
Fixing to save. Okay. All right. You get a caution, but him hanging out on the track 9 years.
It happens like iRacing's having a hard time deciding which cautions or not. That was an admin thrown.
Here's the thing. I do some short track series, and sometimes on those short tracks, this is no lie, they've been a wreck, and it'd take a lap before iRacing would throw a caution, and we're sitting here going, really? The leaders are coming around, blazing. The next thing you know, and all of a sudden it does. But it's just something that I've noticed on some of these short tracks that maybe iRacing needs to go back and tweak that. I always say it's the flag man's fault. Getting hot dogs or something.
Good old Barney the flagman out there trying to get hot dogs.
Barney right now, he's falling asleep. What's up, Thompson? How you doing? House of Speed will take. I don't know who House of Speed is. Who's House of Speed? I don't know a lot of the teams here.
I think Blake Majulis is House of Speed. I remember hearing House of Speed.
Majulis is Majulis Speed Shop. I do know that one.
Okay. I know there's a couple. Just Bluegrass holds a couple league or money races. I've heard that setup shop before. I don't remember who exactly is in that team.
Yeah, I have to get up with maybe Steve. Maybe I know Outlaw and them's out there listening, so maybe they'll send me a message on Discord. I know they will eventually and go, here, Joe. Here's your something. Okay. Hey, I'm learning too, like what you said there, Bryce. I steal as many of these dirt races as I do. I'm always learning something. Heck, even on the oval side. I mean, I've watched NASCAR way back in the early 80s. I still learn stuff there, even though I know a lot on it. But I'm still learning a lot of stuff on the dirt side. Learn a lot of these drivers. Learn a lot of what, teams, because there's teams out there. There's shops out there.
Formation green flags back out in the air. Dylan Yeager gets a great jump. The battle right now is for third place between the 113 of Jaden Kraus
and Cooley. Cowley? Is it Cooley or Collie? Collie.
I would say Collie.
Yeah, that sounds better. We'll go Collie. He tells us otherwise. Look at Sieber back up here. Remember, he spun earlier. Got that refuse to lose on the back. He knows he's got to get that one thing.
Right here.
Yeah, it is. Got to get that thing. Battle for second, too. Ooh, good race right now.
Oh, it's amazing. These drivers are able to solo the contact right there. Immediately go straight in the pits at high speed. That's a smart move.
Well, that was the finish to that one.
Yep.
That was quick. Always, we're going to heat race number 3. Grid them up. Dylan Wilson out front in this one. Mike Augustine up in second. AJ Cruz there in third. Josh Fuller in fourth. Joey Lamb up in fifth. And Matt George rounds out the top 6 in this one. Remember, top 4 drivers. Now, we only got 2 pros in this one. This is these boys are in this one. What's going on, Corpse? Thought it was real for a few. Hey, well, here's the thing.
That's the goal, bud. That's the goal.
That is the goal. And I always say iRacing is the realest thing without spending millions of dollars to go real racing.
Absolutely. I've always wanted to go real racing and try it, and I'm glad I got iRacing, let me tell you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it is iRacing.com. It's virtual world, so you're going to see some weird stuff here and there. It's going to happen. It's virtual.
Yep.
Cool about that.
Technology.
Technology, absolutely. You still got we appreciate you out there too, by the way, Corpse. But you still, it is one of the realest things to get out here and do. What's up, Jonathan? And Wires?
Only
Dylan Hauser is House of Speed. Okay.
Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Hauser House. Yeah, I think iRacing is the only one that has dirt for sim too. Could be wrong on that though.
I don't know why the title says Williams Grove. I think that was. Oh, you know why it says Williams Grove? It's because originally this was actually supposed to be in at 7 o'clock. I just didn't change the title. My bad. I will change it here for you as we go back green. I'll change it during the warm up. How's that? Wilson out front. Augustine right there on his back bumper. The biggest battle's happening for that final transfer spot in 4th and 3rd.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuller and Lamb going really hard at it right now. It looks like they're able to slide job and not come in right there as we see the 81 of Lamb get sorted out here. Everything single filed out here.
Yeah, single file right now. Like you said, Lamb's hanging on that final transfer. You got AJ Cruz hanging on in the back. He wants to see what these guys might do right now. As we'll ride along with him and see if he's going to try to maybe throw a slide job on the inside. Not been able to do it. He's down low. Had a race earlier here tonight with the big blocks early on for the Aiden Beerline Memorial there for his father. And these guys with the big blocks here, the low line was working very well. We'll have to see how these late models actually translate over to that here at Cedar Lake.
It's a good observation to have, and I'm seeing looks like the Highlands is going to be where it's at tonight, though.
So far, looking very strong, and you might be able to put a slide job move on someone. As you see right here, this is Lamb. He goes to the inside, a little bit of contact down there on the fishing line, real low. 2 to go. White flags out for Dylan Wilson out front.
Yeah, so the battle on track right now is for that final transfer spot. Lamb and Fuller going nose to nose, tail to tail, heading into turn 3 for the final times. Like the Fuller's going to have. Cruz can have the advantage right here as he will advance.
Oh, wow. AJ Cruz took it down the last turns. Got that last transfer spot. Man, you talking about that's digging. We'll see what we got. Heat race number 4. Let's grid them up here. Blake Majulis, we were just talking about him. We're going to start out front in this one. Scott Smith there in second. Travis Sinclair in third. Cruz Cadell in fourth. Jacob Fields up in fifth. And Bob Klein rounds out the 6th place spot here. So, again, top 4 will start. And it's going to put 2 of them going to have to go through the consolations here tonight. What's up, Jonathan? Pretty good, man. Yeah, Zach, like I say, we'll change that up for you. Appreciate everybody. Hit them likes and shares out there. I know the league definitely appreciate it. James out there says, get it, Matt George. Man, pull of Matt George. Let me know where you at. Where you from tonight? I'm from NC. Where you at there, bro?
I'm from Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got people everywhere then.
Oh, yeah. Straight in the middle of the country.
Over here, east side of things.
Okay, it's better than going west. I'll tell you that.
I mean, now look, we ain't got nothing to get.
Against the west coast.
We ain't got
but,
nothing against the West Coast people, but I just ain't going to California. I'll say that. I'll
I'd
stay
rather
over
be
here.
on the Atlantic side myself.
I'll stay over here on my side. So. Scott Smith out here. See what we got. Scott Smith. He's always got that Smurf up there on his driver profile. I call him the Smurf man. Hopefully nobody runs over Papa Smurf out there.
I love that Papa Smurf. I love that. So we wait for the Page truck to
I'll tell you
speed
what,
off the track right here.
He was a little late on telling me Bryce is with you. Message on. Steve,
You're a little late there, bud.
figure that one out. Green flag flies. Here we go. Cadell right now. Oh, it's a battle on for that final transfer. You've got Smith, Cadell right there. But don't count out Jacob Fields. Mr. 007 himself. And you got Klein. I don't know, man. There's much racing that's going up here. I don't know who's going to get in that final transfer of this.
Yeah, this is the closest heat race I've seen so far. So the 007 of that called James Bond. He's fighting for that final transfer spot. He's going to be tailed with the guy heading in 4th place. Got a little bit of contact right there heading into turn number 1.
We do. He's still outside looking in the 5th place. All right, Jonathan, awesome, man. Jordan out there. David says, let's go, George. House of Speed guys. It seems like we've got a lot of split guys out here pulling for their favorite driver as Fields is trying to get in the easy way here to the feature. Don't want to run that main here tonight. But still, he sees that battle in front of him. He's got to be careful because he's got one low, one high. He sticks his nose in there. He could very well get pinched.
Yeah, and pinch your nose and you're in the wall. So it's like he's able to make it past into 4th now. He's on the high side, taking almost 3 wide coming in the front stretch.
Oh, man, right along here, just show you what it looks like. It's the 2 cars out front, Majulis and Sinclair. And it is Majulis. I always was calling him Majules. But last week they said you got to put the "is" on it, so it's Majulis. So
Good to know.
You get it right. Fields right now still trying to battle. Either way, he's fast. We'll just say that, Blake. But Fields right now is just trying to see what he's trying to get around Smith. Smith though is actually running that low line and worse.
See you.
Yeah.
See ya.
Done. Just like that. That's just how fast dirt stuff goes, folks. You can tell we're having fun up here. Grid these guys up because B main here tonight, and I've not gotten how many will go to the feature from the B main, but we'll grid them up real quick. I'll get that probably from Steve. Just got the message. I'll see you in a minute. But Jason Salter's out front. Cody Sieber there in 2nd. Joey Lamb 3rd. Jacob Fields up in 4th. John Darby up in 5th. Hagen Sorensen in 6th, Matt George 7th, Bob Klein starting 8th, Evan Say there in 9th, and Jason Moore in 10th. And not to take anything away from any of these other drivers, but that Evan Say one right there, and Cody Sieber 2. And let's see how many's going top 6. So this makes it even more interesting as Evan Say. I mean, Sieber right now starting in 2nd. Not too bad off. I mean, anything can happen still, but Say back there in 9th place. He's got his work cut out for him to get up here to make it to this feature.
Yeah, he definitely does, man. From what I've seen with all 4 heat races so far, this has been a really competitive night so far. So those bottom 4, George, that Klein, Say, and Moore have their work cut out for them.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, when we look at it right now, it's going to be the top 6. And like you said, I mean, the biggest name sitting back there, and I'm going to say nothing about anybody else on this field because, you know, we got a lot of great drivers here, but that's a pro driver back there. Evan Say got caught up in his heat race. Now he's got to work his way up through here. A 3-minute warm-up after this. Now, Sieber, if anything, as long as he stays out of trouble, probably going to have a little easier time where he's sitting at right now than what Say will, but we'll keep an eye out. Number top 6 goes. Green flag, and look at these guys 4 wide already.
Yeah, amazing start by the leader of Salter right there. Battle is for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. Everybody is nose to nose, wheel to wheel right now.
Yeah, it is. Side by side, you see them there. They're 3-4 wide, packing it in, back in the back, and this is what's going to make it even harder because you got Say back here looking at them guys in the front. Excuse me, in the front of him, as he's right there in the 8th place. Got Klein door to door. On the bubble though is John Darby. As you see, it's 3 wide in the front right there with Sieber, Fields. I mean, and they're beating and banging. Wow.
Wow, what racing are we witnessing tonight? Man, these drivers, man, they know this is a really hard field. They are really having to wheel these cars right now.
Yeah, and that puts Say in the final transfer spot. You see him right there in that 33 machine. He was able to avoid a little bit of that contact, but he's not out of the water yet. He's still watching the battle with Darby and Lamb in front of him. Know where he can go. Salter, Fields. Well, it's a who's who. We got 5 laps to go.
Yeah, as we see now, we're starting to see the middle and low line starting to work in right here. It's really interesting to see if that bottom and middle line is going to have the same top speed as the high line right here.
Yes, it is. See Salter out front, loving what he's seeing. Clean racetrack, clean air. But, boy, right now, it's a battle on 4th, 5th, and 6th. Caution out. Jason Moore, back and watch. He tagged the wall a little bit right there, and the wall caught him up here. He just had a little help. Oh, a little help, got bumped, then boom, boom.
Yeah, that's highly unfortunate.
Yeah.
And he towed, so
Yeah.
that's not good.
Okay. Night's done.
Yep, about 2-minute tow right there, so he's done.
Up, Logan.
On to next week.
Salter out
Highly
front.
unfortunate.
Sieber, Fields, Lamb, Darby, and Say is in that final transfer spot. Oh boy, getting close.
Yeah, this restart is going to be absolutely insane right here. I don't know if are they going to go the Dixie double here, or what? Are they going to do that, or are they going to go single file?
Looks to be single file, but you're right. This is the only league series that I know they use either the Delaware double, like what you said, the Dixie double, if it's below the Mason-Dixon line. It looks to be single file though. That's really going to help out. It's going to help out Salter anyways, but it's going to help out Fields though.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Lamb is your iRacing painter. Okay, Jordan, awesome. Right now, Lamb is in the show. He's right here in the 4th place spot, but look at Fields. Going to try to see if he can't get it. Evan Say, though, hanging on to that 6th place, and as I say it, he's trying to get 5th. Sorensen is the man, and Klein back here. Ow. Outside looking in.
Yeah, Klein right now, he has the best chance of putting on that fight for the 6th position of the 33 of Say. Really wanting to see if the high line what line he's going to use right here.
Yep. White flag one more time. It's all Salter out front. We're watching this battle for 6th place here because Salter right now has got the lead. And as we say that, coming out, Sieber tried. Nope, it's going to be Salter, Field, Sieber, Lamb, Say, and Darby. Your top 6 going on. Man, what a heat race, or what a B main that was. That's going to shoot us on over here to a little bit of a warm-up. We'll let you listen to some sights and sounds of some of these cars going around. No, it's not Williams Grove. I'm going to change the title, folks. I'm down. It was supposed to be Williams Grove, but we're at Cedar Lake. My bad. I know. Shoot the announcer. We'll be right back here in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Let's listen to some of these cars and watch them. All right, folks. Quick warm up there to get these guys, man, loosened up a little bit here. Hopefully the title's changed to Cedar Lake now. Help everybody out. Let me real quick tell you what happened was it was supposed to run at 7 o'clock. Originally, that's what it was, which would have been Williams Grove, but then we changed it to 9. Blame Steve. It's his fault. There we go. I'm sticking to that story.
Dang it, Steve.
Yeah, I'm sticking to that story. So anyways, we're going racing here. Let's crid these guys up here tonight. Got a good field, 22 machines out here. About to do some good battling. Got Matthew Selby going to start out front. Dylan Yeager there in second. Dylan Wilson up in third. Blake Majulis up in fourth. Dylan Hauser in fifth. Jaden Krause in sixth. Mike Augustine there in seventh. Travis Sinclair in eighth. Chase Barber in ninth. Jarrett Jones in 10th. Josh Fuller in 11th. Cruz Cadell hanging out there in the 12th place spot. The rest of this field. Got Justin Fuller in 11th, Cruz Cadell there in 12th, Ben Kudamarsh there in 13th, Jake Cooley in 14th, AJ Cruz 15th, Scott Smith 16th, Jason Salter 17th, Jacob Fields 18th, Cody Sieber 19th, Joey Lamb 20th, Evan Say 21st, and John Darby rounds out the top 22 here. And just a few names come to mind. And actually, a couple now. Blake Majulis is on pit road. And Evan Say, I don't know what's wrong with Majulis, but he's on pit road. But then we've got Evan Say starting way back in the back, Cedar back here in the back. So you got some heavy hitters way back in the back. But we got 4 wide salute, folks. And real quick, I like this 4 wide salute that these guys do. And it's a tribute. 5 years ago, the Wotel Group formed, now known as the Miller Family Trucking League, with over 1,700 iRacing members and one of the oldest iRacing sanctioned series. The drivers and the staff from Wotel Group would like to thank you and the fans at home for watching OSRN. The drivers salute you, the fans at home, 4 wide. So grab your friends, share the broadcast, because it's about to be a barn burner out here. Hope you enjoyed that. That is a huge showing right there that they do, the 4 wide salute here. Really, really enjoy that, and so forth that they do on the dirt side.
It does look like Blake Majulis is out of the car because his VR started to mess up, so he's recalibrating that.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Unfortunately,
Technology.
there's the part of the, there's the, we was talking earlier about technology, so here's that. Let's go green here. Selby and company up front. Some of the drivers to look at in the back. Siebert, Say, Kudermarsh back there, all in the back part of the pack. Got a stacked field here. But unfortunately, Blake Majulis having some technical difficulties. Green flag, we're racing here. Race number 2 here for the Miller Family Trucking eSports Wotel Series Super Late Models.
Yeah, and we're already almost 3 wide coming in there in turn 1 and 2. The 2 of the Dylan Hauser sliding way up the track right there.
And you can see it, Selby and them getting beaten, banged around. Oh, Jake Cooley around in the back. Let's go back and watch what happened. Caution out. If he had some help back here. Oh, nope, the wall stuck out and got him. And then just turned.
I've done that quite often.
Cedar Lake, you got to be very careful. And Make's truck right now is going to try to run the leader over. There, he does.
It's really interesting to sit in your car, then try to get inside one of those pace cars and see what they're doing.
Yes. It has been a good race so far. Enjoyed it.
Definitely had.
All right, right now. What's that?
Blake was able to get back on track.
Yeah, they should be doing the Delaware restart for the leader, but I'm not seeing it.
Yep, they are double file wide.
Yeah, so they're not doing the normal Wotel.
Oh, here they go.
Well, there they go. See, y'all about to change it up on me, confuse an old guy up here. Well, as we say that, are they going to do it? Or? There they went. Oh, they went single file. Man. Hey, y'all blame Steve. He's the one up here. Telling you. And just to give you an idea what the Delaware restart is, it's basically the leader starts out in the front, and everybody behind him would be double filed. So it'd be the leader out front there, and everybody behind would be double file. But we went single file after we thought it would be double file. Now we're going green flag.
I think it was because they didn't complete a lap.
Yeah, probably that too.
Two's in the wall already. Dylan Hauser.
And Yeager up there, and you got Wilson right behind him. Kraus looking good. Going a little further on back here around about 7th, 8th place. Well, these guys are beating and banging. They were 3 wide there for a moment.
Yeah, they would definitely were a lot of beating and banging. They're able to calm it down, though. So a long race to go.
Yes, it is right now out front. You got Barr, Cadell, Jones. Everybody's kind of 2 by 2 racing. Let's see, way back here in the back, we'll say has just not been able to make up any ground. He is still stuck back here in 20th. Not coming through the field like he wants, which I mean he does need a little bit of green flag running. As Majulis is back out here.
That's like he was able to get his equipment repaired and able to get back on track and on the lead lap. So good job on him getting that stuff taken care of.
See that? So he's back here in some heavy hitters. Right now he's on the inside. You see this a 3 wide battle back here between those guys, but you got 3 wide here, you got 2 wide here. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. Yeager and Selby's at it.
Yeah, right now it's like a little bit of contact right there, able to get it straight. We're still 2 wide right now. The leader of Dylan Yeager is able to take that bottom line right now. That 46 of Matthew Selby's taking on the high line right now.
Yeah, look at Wilson, though. He's down there catfishing on the low line. But Selby up top, running the back bumper. Here comes Wilson down low. Kraus in the background back there kind of looking at it. And you see that wall gets out there and chops on you a little bit.
Yes, it does. I know that wall a little too well. Oh, we got contact right now. The second between Wilson and Selby. It's like they're able to get it.
Sent that thing.
Yeah, he did.
Made a lane that wasn't there, and luckily both of those guys was able to hold on to it. They are beating and banging with each other. So
3 wide heading into 1. They're still beating and banging.
A little bit temper flaring, I think, right there. Caution out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Wilson.
Oh, they're still wrecking.
Good night. Wilson around. Okay.
But it tempers.
Going into the pits, he says, you know what? And cool down just a little bit. Good racing up front, though.
Oh, absolutely. Makes a good drama scene for later on in the season. So looking to see if anyone retaliates off of that later on. Don't know how that is on dirt, but I know on pavement that would require retaliation.
Yeah. Hey. Racing, though. Short tracks here tonight. Race number 2 here. Been a good one so far for the Miller Family Truck and eSports. These are the super late models. Got the pro late models coming up next week. Yeager, still the man out front. You got
like
Kraus.
Oops, sorry.
That's right. Well, we got the Delaware thing this time.
Yep, I was going to say that. And the pro late models actually are going to be running a world championship along with my home league, the Bluegrass iRacing Pro Late Model Series.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Go.
2 different divisions, and they're running a playoff system, and best league wins.
Hey, you know what? League to league, that's brings up good competition, like you said. Awesome.
Yes, it is. Steve and Jason Collins on the Bluegrass side, their amazing partnership, and hopefully they're able to sustain it from here on out.
No doubt. It's good we can get together and make something happen like that. So So far, it's been a good one. Like I said, got to appreciate all the sponsors coming on board. Miller Family Trucking, eSports, obviously one of the things. Got to appreciate the guys out there. UDTV, I put it out there on their side too because, man, I like Brett and them and company. But, folks, definitely check out the OSR Network and look at this 3-wide battle. This is around about third place spot. They're 4 wide. Wow.
Right for second on back to 5th. Wow.
Yeah, this field is strung out almost 3 wide throughout it. This is no give and take style racing. You gotta love it on the dirt track here at Cedar Lake. I mean, there's action all over the place. You got Hauser who is just driving through the field. He's in 5th. Cuddell right there with him. Sinclair, he's in the mix. They're 2x2 all the way back. Looks like a plate track race.
Oh, my favorite type of racing, but yeah, it definitely does. The 10 right there almost got into the wall of Jason Salter. But man, their drivers are still door to door right now battling, and even they're inches apart right now. The 33. Oh, who is that? Evan Say was an inch off the guy on his inside. Absolutely insane.
The man
driving.
loving this. The guy out front right now, Dylan Yeager. He is walking away from it. But look at a 4 wide back here around about 13th place spot. You've got Majulis, who had technical problems. He's up to 13th. That guy is putting on a show, throwing haymakers. Sieber's back here. Say's back here. It's a doghouse happening.
These drivers are they're in the gauntlet, man, and they're having to work for everything they get.
Oh, Say's around. Are you kidding? Mr. 357 brought it out. Gave him a bullet. Spun him. Gosh, watched it live right there. Sieber got involved with that too. Wow, so those two guys' nights have just not been what they have wanted.
Absolutely not. They did not expect for all this to happen tonight. They expected to be up front. That's not the case.
Has been a good one here. Yeager's the man, though, was loving it. He had clear racetrack, clear view, getting close to halfway home in this one here. Hope y'all are enjoying this race because there's action in the front, back, middle. Like I say, you walk out to go get something to drink, miss the race, go use the restroom, and we're going to be in the next week's race.
Especially with the lines here at Cedar Lake.
Absolutely. Awesome, awesome.
I had to say one thing. A lot of these simulations and a lot of, especially this league right here puts on better weekly racing than my local dirt track does. Honest to God. So, man, I'm extremely impressed.
Reading out there. Here, shocker. I love reading some of the comments. I don't go in depth with a lot of them, but I read. I get a chuckle out of some of them. So, hey, it's short track. There is, sometimes you get the tempers. You get guys out here beating and banging on each other, leaning on each other a little harder than they should. We love it though. Makes it exciting. Definitely interesting to watch.
Absolutely, it is. We're only on lap 20. We still got 30 laps to go.
Oh yeah. If it goes green, it'd go by really, really quick. But yeah, and I know Yeager would love for that to happen because this being such a small track, those 30 laps will fly by. Guys that I know don't want to see that is guys like Blake Majulis, who is up to 13th. He wants to see maybe gain about 4 or 5 positions, a caution fly real quick, gain another 4 or 5, caution fly, and that keeps the pack close up. So that way when he gains those positions and gets closer to the front, he don't want that leader to be so far out there he ain't got a chance to run him down.
Absolutely. I know even on the asphalt side, for a battle like that and you're coming through the field, you want cautions after cautions to help you reset your tires, stuff like that too. It's not really the case here, but I know.
Well, and the thing, like what you just mentioned there, you want that, but on that flip side, you got to be able to pass some cars. In the meantime, you're doing that. If you're staying, let's say, in the same spot, cautions are flying, they're not helping you. But if you're gaining, 2, 3 positions each time, wow, you're going to be up front, like we said.
Absolutely. you'll be up front in a hurry battling for that lead with like 5 to 10 to go, and it's just you and him.
Absolutely. So here we go. Jaeger out front. Kraus, Augustine, Barb of top 4, all pro. Then you got Hauser right there in 5th. Cadell, Sinclair, Fuller, Jones, Salter, Cooter Marsh. Like we're gonna these guys up here. Go back shortly.
Yeah, race control is still trying to figure out what all happened right there. And looks like they are going to do the Delaware double again.
So Steve and him up there, they're trying to figure out what's going on. Be here all night, folks. Get your popcorn.
I did see that Blake Majulis just got an EOL penalty.
What?
I think he was involved in that accident.
Involved in it.
I don't know. Curious to see what that's about later. We get that.
Yeah.
We'll get that later
I
on.
agree,
Green
but,
flag
yeah,
back in the air.
That's going to hurt because that puts him back from, he was in 13th, back in 20th. But like you said, green flag. And look right here behind them. They're already 2x2 strung out in the back. You got Kraus, Augustine, Hauser, Barb right there. They're about to go 3 wide again.
Yeah, these drivers, they are still in battle like it's the last lap. A lot of cars on a short track.
Wow, 3x3 there for a moment. We were talking about looks like a plate track race. This is what it's looking like. And this is a short track, folks.
It's not even on a pavement. It's on dirt as well.
Yes, it is. So, man, these guys are already driving about out of control. Again, the man that's loving it's Jaeger out front. But you got Hauser. He is driving mad coming through the field. He's up to 3rd. Kraus there with him. Augustine, Barb, Cadell.
Right in 2.
Oh, wow.
The 157's in the wall. 120, he tried the 127. That didn't work. So everyone's able to get shaped back out, and everyone's still wheeling these things straight. As we got the leader of Dylan Yeager starting to pull away here.
Yeah, Jaeger's just loving what he's seeing in his rear view. You guys keep battling. I'm going to keep going. We're looking fuller on back. Kind of about 14th place. Dylan Wilson's back there in the 14th. Scott Smith. Blake Majulis, though, he is trying to come back through the field. He's back up to 13th and falls back to 14th. He's 3 wide back here. So we're 3 wide in the middle of the pack, 3 wide in the front. It's just all over the place here, Bryce.
Yeah, he's pulling moves I've never seen before. He is crossing over. He is putting that front end right on the entry of these turns and between 2 people, forcing his way through the field.
Got to. He's running out of time. That it might be 23 laps, but it'll go by quick. The more it goes green, he's got to pass cars. Jaeger, meanwhile, he's got a good lead of a 1 second over the 2nd place Dylan Hauser, who has now got a little bit of breathing room over Augustine, who's got Barb right there on his inside. Sinclair there with it, so it's still some side-by-side racing from 3rd on back.
Yeah, it definitely is. And one thing I want to point out, too, the top line is starting to dry out, and the rubber's starting to get laid down out there. I see a lot of drivers right now getting into the wall, running that high line here, so be watching on that as well.
Yeah, good race here. Again, we'll look on a little bit further back. Jacob Fields holding on to the 10th place spot. Salter there with him. Wilson still in the 12th. Everybody's kind of single file from that part back. You got Majulis still in the 13th place spot. He's trying on the low line. Say is there with him, trying to follow in the tire tracks. Cooter Marsh with him also. Selby. So there's about 4 pro drivers there in a line, all trying to see if they can't chop through the field. So far, just nowhere to go, and time's running out.
Yeah, it definitely is. We are down to 18 laps to go. As we're 3 wide coming out of turn. Was that turn number 4, heading in turn number 1? But yeah, I mean, going back to Blake Majulis, he's still in 13th place. A little bit of contact with the 10 right there of Jason Salter a couple laps ago. But as Louis slowed down his pace as the 33 starts to catch up to him.
Yeah, he has hung out right there in that 13th, back up to where he was. Meanwhile, Augustine, Barb, they're having a battle up here for 3rd and 4th. As Jaeger, he is loving what he's seeing. Now, eventually, Jaeger will run into lap traffic. Let's see, and will that play a factor for him? Let's ride along with him real quick. He doesn't see it as probably well over a straightaway right now before he does run into any lap traffic. So he's clean and green. If he does, it's probably about 5 or 6 laps to go if this thing keeps going green.
Yeah, even though this is still a dirt track, lap traffic is still... Yeah, caution on the speedway.
That's Dylan Hauser. Wow. So his night turned into even worse. Let's see what happened to Hauser. Riding by himself.
Did he hit the wall, or he just spent on his own?
Watching here, he's coming down the bad stretch. Is in turn 3 and turn 1 and 2. Bad stretch 3 and 4.
So he tried the low line, slide up, and hit the wall.
Yep. Came on around on him.
Yep.
Wow. Ooh. That was close. Good save.
Yeah. It's a good save, but man, if I'm one of those drivers, I am. I'm gonna tell them after the race that was not cool. That's code brown for a lot of those drivers.
Didn't know Aston Martin made late models. I don't think they do. Somebody got Aston Martin on the front of their car or something. Hey, it's an expensive late model if they do.
Right?
That would
I didn't know the F1 team made late models.
Dog. Yeah, what I'm saying. You imagine? What kind of late model you got? I got a Ferrari.
I got a Red Bull.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a Patronus Mercedes.
somebody said that, I'd be like, I'm going home.
I'm backing up my late model, going
Yeah,
home.
I'm going home. I mean, they got too much money, so.
Yep.
Oh, line them back up. Yeah. Jaeger's loving these restarts because, boy, it's definitely benefiting him on that Delaware restart there as he is out front. Now, he didn't get as far as jump here as Augustine's there.
Five wide.
Jeez. I'll tell you, they are 2 by 2 all the way back. Yeah, you got to go right here about 8th place spot. You see them there, 3 wide. Fuller, Jones, Wilson, all in the mix. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, the 55 ahead of him almost looped around the 45. It's contact to the 60s, a whole jam up. And it's like everyone's trying to get settled out. There's still 4 wide out there heading in turn number 1. But everyone's looks like they're able to get.
Wilson's
Never mind.
around.
Stay corrected. On his lid.
Yeah.
So he's not a roll over on that one. That's going to be a toe.
Wow. Caution out. Wilson. Somebody kicked his ball. Man, this has been it's been a wild one so far here. Kick this thing off. Hope y'all enjoy. Y'all enjoying it out there? Oh, Michael. Everybody enjoy. I'm enjoying it because it's been a good race. It's been exciting. I mean, now probably I'm having fun up here. I don't want to speak for everybody, but we're having fun up here. I don't think the drivers are having fun. I really only guy that might be having fun is Jaeger. He might be the only one. Yeah.
It seems like if you're 5th on back, you're in the rat's nest, and you're hoping you don't get wrecked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think Jaeger, out of anybody, if we had to say have fun, he's probably the only one out there going, yeah, I'm having fun.
Yep.
Everybody else is going, is this race over with yet?
Yeah, I think, hasn't he led every lap so far?
He has led every lap. He has.
Dominant
That's the
performance
beauty
tonight.
that's the beauty of one of being the leader, and on the restarts you're able to dictate the pace on taking it, and then plus you add in that Delaware double file restart that they have. With that ruling, that helps even more. It's almost like a single file restart to him. So being the leader, it really, really benefits, and that's where the importance of one being the leader in this series it is, and getting out front.
I think that's the only guy I've seen that does these style of restarts, but I kind of want to see these drivers do it.
Yeah, only one I've seen.
I kind of want to see these drivers do a NASCAR style restart and see if he has the same advantage.
Well, he still would have a pretty much the leader's always probably going to have a little bit of advantage because he can go when he wants and he gets to go before the field. The thing is, though, is going into turn 1, if the guy that, even if he does get in front a little bit, is that guy doesn't have to contest with somebody beside of him, and he might be able to sling it, dive bomb or whatever on the inside of him. Where like on these restarts, and even on a single file restart, he's going to get such an advantage on a single file restart. He takes off. But even on the Delaware one, the second place guy has to contest with the guy on his outside or inside.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically just a regular style restart after, second on back. But man, we got 10 laps to go right here. Jaeger's been dominating this whole race. Who do you have tonight?
Well, if Jaeger keeps going like he's going, it's going to be his. I don't want to jinx him too much here. I mean, because you've still got some fast guys behind him. And it will only take one little slip up on his end. We've seen it here at Cedar Lake. You touch that wall just a little bit, it can slow your momentum. And it might just be enough for Augustine, Barb, or one of those guys to get close enough to him to throw a slide job and get him off his pace. I've seen this a many a time in asphalt racing. Looks like we're going to Delaware, by the way. But in asphalt racing, you have a very fast car. You lead a lot of laps out front. Well, lo and behold, you've led all those laps. You know what your car will do. But the time comes you make a pit stop and you get maybe back in third or fourth place spot, and you don't get back up front and dominant. Well, that means then either one, your car's not as good as you thought in traffic, and it's great when it's out front. Could be what I'm saying here with Jaeger. He's great out front. He doesn't know what it's going to do once he gets in that traffic. Probably don't want to know, and as long as he can stay out front, he's okay.
Yeah, he does not want to be back in traffic, like you said. He wants to be out front. Got a great restart right there. Got pulled out to 3 or 4 car length gap right there over the second or third place of Mike and Chase. But as we see back on the field, they got 4 wide heading on the front stretch right now, and it's like everyone's able to still keep it clean, keep it respectful, and keep her on track.
Yeah, Majulis up to 9th. You can see him trying to run that high line on that top side cushion. And, we're talking about Jaeger up front. He just gets out there, gets out front, just runs his own race. Augustine has to contest, though, with Barb up front. Now, Augustine's able to get around, but by the time he does, laps are winding down so fast there, Jaeger's out front. But the biggest battle happening right now is back here with Majulis, Sinclair, Jones, and company. They are 3 and 4 wide back here.
Yeah, great racing here for the 8th, 9th, and 10th spot. He got caution back on the speedway.
Oh, that's going to be Dylan Hauser. I'm going to tell you what, his night has just been dismal. Let's see if he had some help. Oh, the 10 got kind of... the 10 machine in front of him kind of got wilded out and hit the wall, and he had nowhere to go. Wow.
It looks like he jumped the wall and came back down and came down right in front of the 2.
Tell you what, yeah, he's not had the night he's wanted. It's one of them nights he just go back to sleep.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it's just part of racing, man. Everyone has their good days and bad days. But one person who's having a great day right now is the leader 48 of Dylan Jaeger. We have a little over 5 to go right now. Dylan Jaeger wants to keep this race green as long as he possibly can, but we know with these restarts and how crazy they have been, don't know if that's really going to be the case or not. Here, Joe.
Yeah, going to be a good one here, I think. So far.
We are
Dylan
going
Jaeger,
single file.
man, is the man out front. Yeah, it's going to be single file because we're less than 10 to go. Oh, it's 6 to go, really, right now. Jonathan, it's been some tough racing. Green flag flies. We're back at it.
Dylan Jaeger got a great jump on the second place of Mike Augustine. There were still, took the almost 2 wide, hair back 4th and 5th on back. And as we see on screen right now, Chris Goodell, yeah.
He's up on 4th. He's trying to do what he can do here. I mean, the biggest battle's happening right there behind him. That's Sinclair, and then Majulis is right there too. I mean, that guy has had an up and down night. He's started from the back in the pits, went to the front up to about 10th, 13th place spot, had to start backing him back again. Now he's back up here in 7th again.
Yeah, he's been on just imagine if he didn't get that EOL where he would be right now, probably battling for the lead with Jaeger. But as we wind down with 3 laps to go, then Dylan Yeager's pulled out to a good lead.
Yep, he's out there of about 3/10 over Augustine. He just has to maintain, keep it straight. White flag one more time here tonight. Super late models here. Augustine. It's a battle for second because it's all Yeager coming out of this one. Is he going to be able to hang on to it? Yep. Yeager, Augustine, and Barb, your top 3. What a finish to this race, man. That you had about everything in this one. Cautions, a lot of passing, and just excitement all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely. For being my first race here, it was a fantastic race to watch, a fantastic race to commentate. Applaud these drivers for doing all that and for keeping it relatively clean, and looking forward to hearing from these drivers.
Absolutely. We'll wait and see if we can get top 3 up here, Barb, and get a chance to see who the actual hard charger was. But you want to get a word in with third place guy, Barb?
Yeah, you might have to drag him in. I don't know if I have that privilege or not.
Let's get a word with the third place man, Barb, here. Chase.
All right. Hey, Chase, it's Bryce and Joe up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. Well, it's a great race tonight. You're up 6 positions from when you started. You finished 3rd place. Tell me about your race.
Well, yeah, the car was really good. You know, we can run that middle line, you know, really well. You know, I just kind of kept consistent. And I knew they were racing real hard, you know, for 6th through 3rd and whatnot, you know, so I just kind of kept it on the bottom and, you know, got spots where I could, you know, just need to get a little bit better track position. But the car was really good. Felt really good.
Well, that's good. It definitely was really good. So you said you run the bottom or your middle to bottom line. Is there a reason you didn't run the high line at all, or is it just a preference?
Well, I really felt good, you know, middle bottom, and I passed a bunch of cars. You know, I could just keep consistent down there. You know, you see people climb the wall a lot here. I've seen it happen to a lot of people this week, and you know, it's just a risk you don't want to take. You know, just get a good point sight and try to get what you can get middle bottom. You know what I mean? Don't want to push it too hard.
Absolutely. Well, I think you did just fine. Do you have any setup shops, any sponsors, family you want to shout out tonight?
Well, I'd like to thank everybody, House of Speed. You know, we were out here, you know, trying a lot of stuff for Monday tomorrow, you know, learned some stuff, and really appreciate Dylan Hauser, JC Floyd, and everybody back at House of Speed. They helped me a world. I wouldn't be here without them. I'd be a nobody, so really, really appreciate them. I'd like to thank Gears Unlimited, Pearson Racing, Parts and Equipment, 1-3 Designs, you know, everybody who helps. Can't do it without them.
Absolutely, no, we cannot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your 3rd place winner of Chase Barbera.
Thank you.
A good run tonight. Well, we're going to bring up here the 2nd place guy here, Augustine. Start with him.
All right. Hey, Mike, it's Bryce and Joe up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, you can finish 2nd place tonight. You ran a great race. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to get a 2nd. I totally forgot this race was tonight. I got in here a whole minute about time to qualify, and surprised I qualified good. Car really wasn't good today, so kind of surprised, to be honest with you.
Well, even with the ill-handling car, you did a fantastic job. So on the final restarts there, you and Yeager were able to pull away from the pack right there, and you saw those battling going on behind us. What was going through your mind?
I was just trying to focus what was ahead of me. I didn't really worry about what was going to happen behind me. Whatever happened, so.
Well, fair enough. Do you have any sponsors, setup shops you want to shout out tonight?
Yeah, Elite Performance Industries, Reckless Society, go check them out for all your clothing needs. ShopFergie22.com, NH Lens, Keith Acne. Hey, y'all for the broadcast, and Steve for the league.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2nd place finisher of Mike Augustine.
Absolutely. One more bring up the hard charger here tonight. Evan, join the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, I tell you what, it was an up and down night. It started off rough though in the heat race, and from there you just had to dig. But you got the hard charge here tonight. How was the track, and how was you feeling after that heat race?
Yeah, I was just unfortunate in the heat race. Hauser just messed up and got into us and ended up putting us in the wall. But just had to come from the back after that, and was coming through the field a couple times, and I think we got netcoded or somebody got stuck in a wall and ended up having to go back to the back. So came back to 10th and felt pretty good. I was able to move around and go to the top and pass some cars, but really just didn't need to have to go back to the back for that one wreck that happened on lap 30 or whatever. But just took some notes from tonight and how the track slicked off and what the fast lines were, and we'll see if we can apply that for tomorrow night.
Hey, I tell you what, well, definitely applied. You was able to make it a hard charge and kept be able to bounce back with a good finish here. You got anybody you want to thank for an awesome run?
Yeah, just I thank everybody at Majula C Speed Shop, CFM eSports, and congrats on teammate and house driver Dylan on winning, and just got to thank Captain Morgan, Race XR, WR Warner Sim Chassis, and thank y'all guys for broadcasting for us, and everybody else put on the show for us.
Well, there we go. Heaven say, man, bringing it home here tonight. He's the hard charger. Well, this guy, he won it here. He's dominating. Dylan, join the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're dominating fashion here tonight out front. Now, was the yellow flags helping you or were they hurting you?
I would say they were hurting me more than they were helping me. I'm more of a rhythm driver and a guy who kind of excels on the longer runs just because I can get into a rhythm. And those yellows kind of stressed me out because I was so focused on getting a good restart and just getting back into my rhythm. And I'd rather it not have so many yellows there. But either way, we ended up in victory lane, so it's all good.
Like this track, I mean, it's kind of a bull ring style track. I mean, it's one of your favorites?
Not really. I've always liked some of the shorter tracks, but I just don't like this track. I don't like gripping the top here at all, and sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, and I got up there and just went balls to the walls on the top for the first 40 laps, and just had to fight through it. But this track has never been one of my favorites.
Tell you what, that means gloom and doom for a lot of the competition because you was able to dominate this place here tonight. You got anybody you want to thank though for an awesome win?
Yeah, gotta thank y'all for the broadcast. Gotta thank Nick Leonard. I'm sorry for not putting the logo on the car, Nick. I didn't know this car didn't have that LRA logo on it until I put it on. Gotta thank Team VLR, CFM Esports, Majula C Speed Shop, Totozala Frenchies, Tac 3 Defense, and I'll catch y'all next week.
There you go, Dylan Yeager, man, dominating it here tonight, winning it. Well, Bryce, I tell you what, we saw a lot here. Awesome short track racing, and some guys are going to be happy, some not so much.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of, hurt feelings, and unfortunately, we're not in that business of keeping each other's feelings in check. This is racing, and especially your dirt track racing. There's a lot of feelings going to get hurt, and a lot of feelings are going to be happy after tonight. So, looking forward to next week, and I don't know where we're at, but looking forward to it, and looking to see some good racing.
Well, all right, I'm going to go out on a limb and say next week we should have the double-header night because we kick off the Pro Late model at 7, and then we should have the Super Late models at 9. So next week, stay tuned because we've got a lot of action-packed racing. But it was awesome here at Cedar Lake for the Miller Family Trucking eSports Wotel Series. Myself and everyone, have a good night.